Hey guys, it's Elle from MNL Do It All. Today I'm going to be packing the JuJuBe SuperStar up for an emergency car bag for me and my 7-year-old daughter. I actually got this bag off of the Buy Sell Trade. I do really like it. It's a very large bag, so it can pretty much fit anything that you need. These are really good for travel. Also, I just have it packed up as a car bag because this is the one that stays in my car primarily. So on this front area here, you do have a zippered pocket. In here, I do have like a small secret pouch. This came with a set that I bought off of Wish. So this is the smallest pouch from the packing cube set that I bought. And in here, I just have some masks, some for me and my daughter. So I have just the plain white ones for me, and my daughter has these LOL masks that she really likes. That was pretty much everything in this pouch. I just keep these in here because of what's happening currently. And they're just pretty much, they fit really well in here, and they're just kind of just a backup in my car in the event that for any reason something happens to the ones we have. Now in this pocket, it is a very deep pocket. My whole hand fits in there, so it's very large. You can actually fit probably more than just this in there. I just have that in there just in case that I needed it. Moving on to the sides of the bag. So the sides do not have any exterior pockets. They do have these D-rings. This one has silver D-rings on it so that you can attach the messenger strap if you want to. I actually don't have the messenger strap that matches this, but typically I don't use that for this necessity. So because it's in my car, I don't really need the messenger strap for it. But the D-rings can be used for that. Like you can attach them right on there and they're really nice. And on the back of the bag, it does have a 2-snap compartment here where it closes with the 2 snaps. This is what I have in here for like weather necessities as well as some emergencies. So really quickly, I do want to go over this pocket. It's very large, but there's no internal structure at all in this pocket. But in here I have a little wet bag with a separate compartment. I do have the strap around it just to kind of keep it somewhat contained. And in here I have some sunblock as well as some rain ponchos. I do have 4 rain ponchos in here, just so that way if it does start raining, it's better. And then inside is a PUL lined wet bag, just in case we do get drenched. I can stick the wet clothes in there and then leave the ponchos and the sunscreen in the normal part. And then I just wrap the strap around it so that it keeps it a little bit more contained and organized in my bag so it doesn't like flop open and just stick out everywhere. I actually bought that at Walmart. I think it was on clearance for like either $5 or $2.50, and it does actually kind of match the bag really well. So I thought that would be kind of cool to put in there just to have in the event that we needed it for an emergency. And then in this medium set piece in ... from JuJuBe, I actually have a small set piece which I have set up sort of like a wallet, but not really. And in here I have a coin purse with some extra cash and coins in there, just in the event that I'm somewhere and I forgot my wallet or some emergency occurs and they don't take credit cards. Then at least I have some cash and coins in there for that reason, just to keep myself protected and to be able to purchase something that I need to, like gas or food or something. I also have a Be Charged in here in the Nantucket print. And in here I just have our insurance cards, just in the event that there was an emergency and we needed to get seen by the hospital or the ambulance or something. I do have my insurance card in there as well. And that is for me, my daughter, and my husband, so that way we have that in there in the event of an emergency. And then I also have a power bank in here. This does charge my phone, my daughter's phone, or my husband's phone. She has a little phone that she has, just in the event that we needed it for her, like to keep her occupied while waiting for AAA or something like that. It does actually come with the charging cord, which I'm going to show you here in just a second. I have the charging cord for the power bank, a cord for my phone, and a cord for my husband's phone, and my daughter does have an older iPhone, so that one can be used for hers as well. And then I also have this cool little flashlight I got from the Dollar Tree. You just push it and it turns on, and it's also magnetic, so if you had a magnetic area, then you can just stick it right there and it would stay, so like your refrigerator or your car. I did purchase this at the Dollar Tree, but I don't know how effective it would be. I kind of just got it in the event that I needed it as something that was just an emergency, but I don't know how effective it would be if you needed your hands, because you do have to push the button. That's all I have in the medium set piece, and in here I just also have an umbrella. It does expand, but it is a mini umbrella. I put it in here because it was a little bit easier than a larger umbrella, which is what I used to have in my car. And then honestly, I just lay this down in the bag. Moving on to the actual inside of the bag and the top. So you do have these long straps for the JuJuBe SuperStar. They are not padded, but they're not uncomfortable unless you're wearing the bag for a long period of time. So I would recommend that if you're going to be wearing the bag for a long period of time, to attach the messenger strap, because almost all of JuJuBe's messenger straps do have a memory foam padding that you can adjust on the strap. So if you're going to be wearing this for a long time, definitely invest in the messenger strap. I promise it's a shoulder saver. I just don't have it on this one due to the fact that it's a car bag. Alright, it does have a round, basically like a U-shaped opening, a very large one on this bag. And I'm going to go ahead and tilt it forward so you guys can see what's in there, or sort of what's in there, because there is a lot. Alright, now I'm going to start with the top right of the bag. So in here I do have a cup for myself in the event that I need a cup and I'm trying to drink out of one. It does have a silicone reusable straw in there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is a Universal cup. We do go to Universal, or we used to go to Universal a lot before the pandemic started. So we have a lot of these, and I found that the best way to use them is by putting them in the car bag. And then for my 7-year-old, I have this water bottle. It's a JoJo Siwa Tervis water bottle, and she really loves JoJo Siwa, so I put that in there for her. And then I also have a large JuJuBe set piece in here, and that is in the ... print. And in here I keep necessities for my dog. So this is our extra leash. It's not the same one that we use normally on a day-to-day, but this is our extra leash. And then if you guys watched our hiking with a dog video, I also included my dog's little paw protectors, his little like puppy mittens. I'm not really sure the proper name for these, but they protect your dog's feet when you're walking in the event that the asphalt is hot, or if you're walking in an unfamiliar area and you don't want your dog's paws to get hurt. And that's all I have in the large JuJuBe set piece in the ... print. In here I have a JuJuBe Space Shuttle. These are discontinued. I think you can find them on Amazon right now, but they're really nice to put stuff like this in. These are the little straps for my daughter's car seat. And I just keep these in here because sometimes she does like them to be on her seat, but a lot of the time she just takes them off. So in order to not lose them, I keep them in here. I'm actually missing one of them because it's getting washed, but once that's clean, that will also go in here as well. Alright, and in here I have a large bumpkins bag. This is the Harry Potter version. This was also in our dog hiking video. And in here I just have the 2 bowls that I bought for him. These are basically collapsible dog bowls. And they do have a little clip on them and they just pop right open. I have the large ones because my dog is huge. Leave a comment down below if you guys want to see pictures of our dogs. We are starting an Instagram soon, so you guys can follow us on Instagram. Once that's started, we'll go ahead and get that linked down below. This just allows me to bring his bowls with me if I need to feed him or give him water and I don't have his regular bowls with me. It's nice to have the travel ones. Alright, and in here I have the JuJuBe Space Station. This isn't also a discontinued bag, but I don't remember if you can find this one or the Space Shuttle on Amazon. I also don't know if they're still available. It's been about 2 weeks since I saw them. But in here, I keep everything as it relates to first aid or as it relates to health or beauty. So in here, I do keep a lot of tissues because me and my daughter have seasonal allergies and they get pretty bad, especially with right now in Florida, the weather is being a little bit weird because one day it will be hot and then the next day it's cold. I also have some flossers and a little mini deodorant in there, as well as some toothbrushes for us, just in the event that we did get stuck somewhere. And in here I have some medications like Advil and Tylenol. I also have some lip balm in there for myself, just in case my lips are dry. And then I have a roll of Tums and a first aid kit in here also, just in the event that something were to occur and I needed them. And there's that roll of Tums. I actually bought everything that I put inside of this bag at the Dollar Tree. The little packets for the pills come in a 2-pack. So you buy 2 of them for $1 and it's basically 2 treatments in there. So it's not a bad deal if you need it for this reason. I just didn't want to put liquid gels in there, which is what I normally have at my house, because it's Florida and they typically melt together. And then in this JuJuBe Space Shuttle, I just have some feminine products as well as some wipes, just in the event that I needed those, and that's what is in here. So I'm going to go ahead and put everything back in the Space Shuttle. Or, I'm sorry, back in the Space Station. I always get these two confused, so bear with me, guys. Basically, the best way to pack this bag like this is a Tetris style. If you don't know what that means, you've never played Tetris, but basically it's to shove everything in there and stack it as best as you can while still filling up the entire bag and then just zipping it up. So that's what I have in the JuJuBe Space Station. And then in here, I basically keep a few packing cubes from that same set as my little pouch that you saw in the beginning. This one particularly is a change of clothes for both me and my daughter. So I do have some unmentionables in this pouch also that came with that set. It just has some bras, underwear, socks for me and my daughter. And that's in the event that either of us needs a change of clothes or neither of us has been able to successfully stay a day without needing them. I do have some leggings and a t-shirt in here. And then I do have a full complete school uniform for her. I do need to switch this out because it's shorts and right now it's been a little bit colder lately. A pair of pajamas. And then a little kind of lounge outfit for her just in the event that we are somewhere and she just needs to be comfortable. So I also have that in there as well, just to kind of keep us warm and basically just allow her to hang out in that. And that's all I have in this particular packing cube. So I'm going to go ahead and zip this back up. Please bear with me because I packed them very, very full. And then I almost forgot this pouch. So these are actually some pretty nice packing cubes. I got them on Wish, and let me just tell you that what they can hold and the way that they zip is shocking, because that's a lot of things in this packing cube and they fit really, really well. I do have the JuJuBe Be Organized. I think that's a little bit better quality and I like the design more. However, for my car bag, I just stuck the cheap ones in there because I wasn't that worried about them. And as you can see on the inside of the SuperStar, there is no internal structure. So having stuff like packing cubes or like those little pouches is pretty good for this, just in case you need to grab one thing and then leave. I like that aspect for that reason, so for me it works out very well. Here in the largest packing cube, I actually have this set up as just kind of jackets and blankets for both me and my daughter. So I have a jacket for me and a jacket for her. I have a Universal one, she has a Disney one, just kind of breaking all the rules here. And then I have a little blanket for myself just in case we got stuck somewhere and I'm cold, because that happens all the time. Mine is a Harry Potter blanket. And then I have a Minnie Mouse blanket in here for my daughter. So again, we're going with Harry Potter and Disney. or Universal and Disney. So I'm just going to show you how I set everything into the bag. Adding the packing cubes adds the structure into the bag, in my opinion. You do not have to do this. You can just kind of leave everything sitting in there. I just wanted to be able to find things a little bit easily. So I actually wound up packing it a specific way, and like I said, you definitely don't have to do this, but this is how I chose to do it, and it works out very well for me, especially in the car bag. So I put some things that I wasn't necessarily reaching for often in the very back as well as in the top. More than likely, if I'm going into this bag, it's going to be for the spare clothes because we are both clumsy. So I kind of tried to leave those a little bit exposed, and that's everything in here. It's a great bag, so if you do need one, you might want to grab them fast. I think they're discontinuing the SuperStars.